Okay, story time. Moxie, I know, it's horrible. I got a bug problem. And I didn't have a bug problem, but now I do. So, last week, 10 days ago, whatever, my sister-in-law was here and she cleaned my laundry room, and there was not one little bitty sugar ant. Not one. And so, I've been pretty diligent about going around and trying to eradicate pests and stuff around my house. And 2 days ago, I go in there and I start sweeping up some of the food that the cats knocked off onto the floor, and I have sugar ants, and not just one. I mean, not like just a couple. There was like a whole herd of them. I mean, there's a lot. It's disturbing because they're not like, they're gonna bite me or anything. It's a pest, and they're getting into the food and stuff. The cats don't want to eat it, and so Moxie's mad because she's got ants in her food. Now they're cats, right? They'll eat, dead animals and stuff if you let them outside, right? And so, by God, these cats will not eat any of this cat food if it's got ants. So I'm having to feed them in shifts. So she's ready to be fed. She's not very happy. She's pouting over here in the hallway. So now, I went and I got some ant traps. Okay, hang on, let me show you. I'll show you an ant trap. So I got one of these. Come on. So I went to the hardware store and I got some of these. I got some these little ant trap things. Okay, so it's got the yummy goodness on the inside for the ants. So the directions, normally, I don't usually read directions. You just put them down on the floor and who cares, right? So I read the directions. So the directions say, okay, take the ant traps and put them up against the wall. Put them up against the wall and in corners and stuff, and the ants, you will notice a complete decline in like 3 or 4 days. So, I guess I don't understand that concept because I can see, they're all dancing around. If I had a strobe light or something, it would look like a little ant disco in the middle of my floor. They were everywhere. And it's not that I didn't, do some, preventative maintenance. I got some of this stuff. See? It's not working. Honestly, every ant within 400 miles of here should have had a little bit of that, because I think I used a half a jug of this. I used a half a pound. Oh, it says it lasts up to 3 months. Malarkey. I've been doing this since the beginning of summer, like once a week, and it's not working. And I don't know whether there's a date on it or not. Probably. Who knows? I don't think. Come on. It's ant poison. So, anyway, I decided, okay, you little sumbitches, I'm going to get you. So I went and I got the vacuum cleaner out. And man, I'm sucking every one of these things up like there's no tomorrow. So I cleaned them all up and I felt pretty satisfied about it. I didn't empty the container. So now ants are kind of smart. They communicate back and forth. You've seen the videos. You watch National Geographic, So I left the vacuum cleaner in the laundry room where the cat food is. I left it there. I didn't dump it. So, I come home after 8 hours, and there's not an ant in the vacuum cleaner to be found, man. They're all back out. They're all back out on the floor, having a great time, man. They're chowing down on the food. They're getting after it. So, I got mad. And so I thought, man, you know what? I'll just get these, I'll suck them all up. So I sucked them all up again. And so then I decided, you know what? I'm going to give them a little dose of fun. And so I got some of this out. I got some of this. And I took it and I sprayed it in the end of the hose. And I'm like, that'll fix them. And I thought, well, that shit's just going to come right back out the backside of the vacuum vacuum cleaner. Besides that, this is an aerosol. And going through a motor in a vacuum cleaner is probably not a very good idea. So we won't be doing that anymore. So I have come to the decision that I'm going to put one of these in the center of the floor. The cats can't get into it. I mean, it's not going to hurt them. I'm going to put one of these in the center of the floor where all the ants are at, and it's supposed to take. They're supposed to take this and take it back to the hive and kill everybody, or the anthill and the mound, whatever. Anyway, they're bugs, right? But they're goddamn smart. So anyway, now what I've started doing is I put a little bit of this juice inside the container. Inside the container of the vacuum cleaner, and then I go after the ants, and so that way when they get in there, they're having a little, like a little, what do you call it? A party. They're having a big party. Anyway, I didn't want to be morbid or anything weird, because, yeah. Anyway, so I'll keep you posted, because man, I tell you what, they're resilient. They're damn. Oh. And I've put this stuff, man, I've put all this stuff outside. Somebody said, well, why didn't you get some liquid barrier, man? It's like, because it rains here like every goddamn day, man. And so I got this stuff to work, and it's not working. Anyway, we'll give it a little bit and see, we'll see. Frustration. And besides that, I don't have windows in the front of the house. I mean, good God. I mean, I've had millers and flies and mosquitoes and all kinds of crap in here. So, I mean, ants are phenomenal, but gee, man, it's been a battle. And especially for the cats, because the cats are looking at me like, dude, when are you going to feed me? It's like, well, let's get rid of the ants first. Well, I can't let them not eat, of course. So, anyway, wish me luck. The battle continues. Anyway, carry on. Talk to you later.